Coach My Love is for those couples who we consider self-functioning.
We also cater to singles and divorcees.
We like to focus on what you're going through today and creating steps with you to help you move toward tomorrow.
You're going to have some conflict that's unavoidable, but how you resolve the conflict is the difference.
It's not just about today. It's growing with you, with the issues of today's society, and it's personalized. We just don't put you in a one-size-fits-all situation.
And we have the tools that we're not only teaching you, but we have personally used within our own marriage and have proven to be effective. The passion is real, the dedication is there, and we just really want to help you.
Hey, y'all, what's going on?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, welcome, guys. We are excited to bring you a very hot show today. The topic, does sex toys hurt or help your relationship?
That's right. Welcome to the very first episode of Coach My Love, where we coach you to your happily ever after. I am Coach Shavon Ballard.
And I am Coach Michael Ballard. What's up, people?
And on today's shows, we are going to be talking about the dangers of sex toys.
Ooh, listen now, I want to let y'all know before we get started, we do not have any visuals. Okay, we're going to keep this as PG as possible.
That's right.
You know, I know this is still a taboo subject, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to do our very best to keep it really good and clean and fun at the same time. Right, baby?
That's right.
Yeah.
For those of you who recall, the last episode we had on Coach My Love TV, which is on our YouTube channel, we discussed a topic called Let's Talk About Sex. In that topic, we discussed and kind of touched on the dangers of sex toys, pornography, and introducing third parties into the bedrooms. So today we are going to just explore a little bit deeper into the dangers of sex toys.
That's right, guys. It's going to be a hot show today. But you know what I'm saying? Before we get started, we got a dope segment. Okay, we want to get it ready because I got to get my notes for y'all. Now, listen. All right, we need y'all help. Now, we have a segment called Makeup or Breakup. All right, and so this segment with Makeup or Breakup is when people actually send us letters. They tell us some of the things that they've been through, and we're going to give our opinion, but you guys are going to also vote to see if this person should either make up or break up. All right? So, baby, do you want to do the honors of reading the story? Or you want me to read the story?
Well, I would be so obliged. Allow me.
All right, hit it.
Makeup or breakup. Our letter comes from Chrissy. She's 22 years old. She's dating a guy she met on Tinder named Josh. They've been together for a couple of months. He's everything she'd hoped for in a guy, and she was so happy that he wasn't a catfish. One night, she saw a DM in her Instagram from a girl she didn't know. It turns out that it was his ex-girlfriend, and she explained that while she and him were dating, they were still sleeping together. He told her that they weren't serious. She was pissed and confronted him. He told her that the ex was crazy and that she is jealous of their relationship. When she showed it to him that it was his ex who sent copies of the messages where he was telling his ex that he misses her, he said it's not a big deal, that he was just saying that to keep her calm because she snaps off, and that it's no big deal. Clearly, he was not over his ex. She said she broke up with him and said that she hopes that he and her have a great life together. She wishes that he admitted his wrongdoings and at least apologized. Was she wrong? Was she overreacting? Doesn't mean that it's still a new relationship. And she says that he was good to her. Should she leave him or give him another chance or move on?
All right, so guys, check it out. Let me just sum it up real quick. Chrissy and Josh, they just started dating. Chrissy met Josh on Tinder, right? Things was going good. Come to find out, a crazy ex-girlfriend hit her up in the inbox, said they still been talking. Josh was like, yo, she lying, she crazy. But she had proof, right? So Chrissy dumped Josh. But now she kind of lonely. You know how it be, y'all. When you be in that relationship, you get a little lonely. You still want things to go on. So she wants us to tell her, should she make up with him or should she just let him go? Babe, what do you think?
I think we should take a poll on that. We would
All right.
love to hear what you guys have to say.
All right, guys. So I'm going to do right now. This is dope. I'm going to publish the poll right now. I want you guys to vote if Chrissy should give Josh another chance or should she just let him go. So boom, I want y'all to hit that right now. Please vote. Let me know yes or no. Once we get the verdict in, we're going to let Chrissy know what the people say. Okay.
All right.
All right, you guys. So listen, let's get back to this hot topic, baby. You ready to get some real facts on the piece? Let's get this going. Let me get my now check it out, guys. We got some interesting facts, right, baby? Tell them the first fact that we've been doing our research because let me get a little backtrack, all right? Because we really want to go with this story because we actually seen a case study. We read a case study of a couple, right, who the sex life was great, right? It was great already. And so what happened was they introduced sex toys into their marriage, okay? And it was spiced things up. Things were getting heated. Things were getting hot. But what happened was the wife was beginning to use the sex toy a little bit more frequently. Now, she really wasn't introduced to sex toys, right? So this was something that was new. So, apparently, she liked it. It was consensual. So she found herself using it more and more. Then the husband began to have a concern with it because although he introduced it into the sex life, it became more frequent that the wife was using it. And
by herself,
right? She was using it by herself. Mm-hmm. And so he was even saying how he could tell how her body began to change with the way she was using the sex toy. So it became a problem, right? And so this is one of the reasons why we wanted to talk to people about, does using sex toys help or hurt your marriage, right? Yes. So let's go into some of the facts that we found out. Baby, hit them with the facts.
All right. Sex toy fact number 1. Married women are more than twice as likely to use a vibrator.
Now, that's interesting. Right now, we was talking about this earlier, baby. When they talked about this fact about married women, what was your concern? What was you telling me?
They never really elaborate on the reasons why married women in particular are twice as likely, because everything is pretty much black and white in our mindsets that we automatically default to, well, the sex must be so bad because propaganda says that when you're married, the sex is horrible. That's why she's got a vibrator. But we never quite consider the fact that maybe that husband and wife decided to introduce it so they can have something new to do together.
That's true.
So maybe there's a correlation as to why married women, I don't know. I'm just throwing out some questions, some facts. So.
Well, one of the things that's interesting is a lot of times when you read facts and figures and when you're doing research, you have to be careful how you interpret the information because sometimes depending on how you feel, it can skew you one way or the other, right? You'll think that because they said more married women use sex toys than single women, that they can assume that means that married women aren't having great sex. But like I said, it could just be something to enhance it, right? So that's one sex toy fact. Let me give you another one too. Did you know, and this is going to be great because this is for people who, a lot of people, it's a taboo thing, right, to use sex toys, especially people that are Christians and believers, because we are believers. And some people can feel that this topic is a little taboo. And a lot of people do have trouble when they're talking about using sex toys. But here's an interesting fact, even amongst Christian people, one of the fastest growing subsets of the market are Christian sex toys. Yes, people. They have Christian sex toys.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are they like embezzled with crucifixes? How are they Christian sex toys?
I don't know. If they make a Jesus,
I mean, that with all due respect, I'm just like,
whoa.
Is it like maybe a Christian site that maybe provides them? Like what makes them necessarily?
Hey, I don't know what makes them Christian sex toy.
Inquiring
I'm tell you
minds
something.
wonder.
Now that's just, I don't think that will get the
Okay.
move right. You sitting up there with a Savior sex
It
toy.
sings Kirk Franklin to you.
Oh, right, a Kurt Franklin sex toy. Oh, you know it's Kurt Franklin. You know what? Don't worry about it. That was under the blood, Kurt. That was under the blood, Kurt. Don't trip.
Okay.
All right, but listen.
What's next?
So I want to talk about real quick now. This is interesting. Now, when we talk about sex toys and the dangers of it, right? My wife, I want you to go over quickly a list. We did some research and we looked on the social media sites, because that's, the internet don't lie. But this is a list of, in my opinion, the do's and the don'ts, or the reasons why not to use sex toys in your relationship. So maybe go through a list of it real quick.
All right. Why women say they use it, the most popular answers. Number 1, the real thing also causes pregnancy. Some women don't want the risk. Number 2, the real thing comes with a man attached. Some women don't want the hassle. Number 3, the real thing sometimes finishes and goes limp before the woman is through with it. Number 4, the real thing doesn't vibrate, rotate, pulse, buzz, or otherwise add extra stimulation, especially to the clitoris. Number 5, the real thing comes in a very limited range of shapes and sizes, something not true of toys. Number 6, seriously looking for the real thing. This just the right size and shape can earn you a reputation as being loose or a whore. Looking for a toy that is the right shape and size can be done with anonymous internet search.
All right, so basically, we just really ran through a list of some of the things. Now, in my opinion, these are things you want to stay away from, ladies. Just like quickly recap, like, some women feel like the real thing causes pregnancy. So some women probably will want to use it because they don't want to get pregnant, or they start things like the real things come with a man attached. That one stuck out the most, because we're in this world now where I believe that they're pushing these movements, these feminine movement, where they're trying to eliminate the men out of relationship and empower women sexually. So they're saying, hey, you don't need a guy. You know what I'm saying? Use this battery operated, that we call them Bobs, battery operated boyfriends, right? But like I talked to somebody, they were talking about it. It was like, well, you know what? You can use a vibrator, but a vibrator can't pull your hair and smack you on the bottom. So there's still that intimacy that you are missing if you are using it. So in my opinion, if you are using it to replace a man, that is a big no-no on why you would not want to use sex toys, in my opinion. All right. So baby, go ahead now. Go ahead. Let's see here. We want to make sure we got all the great information. Listen, you guys, I want to also get into a really quick topic let's really talk about some of the healthy reasons to use sex toys. So maybe go ahead and go into some of, if you are talking about, and then again, we got this poll and information and research on the good parts about using sex toys in a relationship. So kind of go through some of those, baby.
All right. So healthy reasons to use sex toys. The first one is the majority of people use sex toys to keep their sex life spicy. According to the study, 82% of those surveyed make a valiant effort to keep their sex life as entertaining and exciting as possible. You can't stick to 1 or 2 positions forever and not to get a little bit bored. That's what tours are for 52% of couples to come in and save the day. Number 2, about 50% of people who are using sex toys are using them to liven up their sex lives.
All right.
Number 3, using vibrators make couples communicate more. Of those who participated in the study, 49% of couples who use vibrators report communicating often, whether it be about sex or other subjects. In contrast, of those who don't use vibrators, only 29% of couples could report the same level of openness and communication. And last but not least, number 4, couples who use sex toys are better at giving direction to their partners. In addition to communicating when it comes to great sex, they need to give direction.
All right, so real quick. So basically what we want to say is they're just saying that when you do use sex toys in a relationship, it can open up communication, right? Because you got to talk about it. You have to, You know, and it could make the relationship spicy, like especially if you're going shopping for them together, you talk about it. But I think the number one key is if you are going to use it, you have to communicate, number one. Number two, it has to be consensual, right? You don't want to introduce.
Absolutely.
Right. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
It goes both ways, consensually.
Right. You want to be able to talk. You want to be able to have that open dialogue. You don't want to just introduce something. If someone is uncomfortable, if someone is, you know, they have a taboo and things like that about it, you know, what we're saying is your bedroom is sacred. Your bedroom is you and your spouse's responsibility, right? If you want to introduce these things, we don't feel that there's a problem with it. As long as, you know, you're talking, you're communicating, you know, you're comfortable with it, you're not hurting each other, you know, I say, hey, the more the merrier. Do what you got to do. Whatever floats y'all boat, let it float. Let it float.
With a good reason and within the law.
Right, within the laws, right? So you want to make sure you guys do it because, like they say, it does introduce communication within the marriage. It does open up intimacy. You know, you can try some new things because you know what? You're going to be in a relationship for a very long time, right? So you don't want things to get boring. You don't want things, I mean, you know, Uncle Willie and Grandma Pearl probably been together for 40 years, so you want to get it going.
So in closing, we want to just remind you guys that sex toys, as fun, as amazing, and as adventurous as they could be, they are not intended as replacements. We just like to close out with letting you know the dangers include the shame that may come with it, your partner feeling replaceable or inadequate, how it changes the feel of natural sex, and despite their reputation, they're not meant to be a boyfriend replacement. So learn how to use it and not abuse it, and you are satisfied, almost 100% satisfied, a great time.
Okay, and also think about it, just like when we went back to the very beginning with the couple, you know, it does have dangers. Like I said, if you're using sex toys more frequently than you are in a natural sex, it can change how you view sex, right? Because a man can't vibrate at the speeds that vibrators can, right?
But I will say this as a woman, if you're a single woman keeping that body count down, more power to you, because it's a better alternative than sleeping around just from one woman to another. That's all I got to say.
All right, guys. So listen, we had a great time today. Listen, remember to go to our polls, right? Chrissy and Josh, they need our help, guys. Yes. We need to know, should Chrissy give Josh another chance? Please vote yes or no. Let us know so we can let Chrissy and Josh, so if we can help save a relationship, or if Chrissy should just go back on Tinder, do her thing, follow up, and find her another boo thing. You know. Listen, guys, it's about that time. We are going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed our hot topic.
All right, guys, and always remember, never apply good information to a bad situation.
That's true. Remember, guys, if you want to reach us or connect with us, okay, go to our website, coachmylove.com. From coachmylove.com, at the top, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. You can also follow our YouTube channel, guys. We have a great YouTube channel where you will be able to replay this video and other videos just like it. And September 1st, 2019, we have a hot workshop. Yes. Baby, tell them what the workshop's about.
Oh, it's about effective communication.
All right. Effective communication. It's from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Listen, it's $25 per couple to register. We only have slots for 10 couples. That means 20 people. If y'all can do the math, 10, yeah. Two
times 5 is
right. So you don't have to be married, but we're looking for married couples. We're looking for engaged couples, people that are in serious relationships. So please join us for that workshop. We look forward to it. Of course, coachmylove.com. Our email is on there, which is coachmylove.today. And remember, follow us every Sunday. I feel like a Friday because I was so hyped up. But every Sunday at 7 p.m., we going live, baby.
Yes.
Coach My Love is going live, so you guys can follow us. Email us topics you want us to cover.
And about the email, it's coachmylove today@gmail.com.
That's right. And listen, guys, also, real quick, I know we run out of time, but I want you guys, if you are in a relationship and you want to make up or break up, right, and you want us to help you make up, break up, you want us to bring your situation to the audience, email us. We'll read your letter online, right? So that we can ask the audience, because you know, sometimes we need a little help. We need advice. You know what I'm saying? All right, I had a great time. Did you have a great time?
I had a great time, and I hope you guys did too.
All right, guys. Until next time, keep on loving.
Peace out.
Peace.